Welcome to Rational Alchemy, or should I say Rational Photographer. Today, the Captain's Lounge studio is trying something very different. We are first going to start off with a little photo shoot with a lovely model, and then we are going to do a roundtable discussion. So let me introduce Laci. Laci, why don't you say hello to the people?
Hi, I'm Laci. I'm a model today, typically a circus performer in the Denver area, and I'm super excited to be here today.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Are you ready to get this thing in action?
Ready.
Let's do it!
Speed.
We have speed. You ready to work, Laci?
Ready.
Let us do this. Let's make sure that everything is on. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Perfect. How long have you been doing this?
So I guess technically 12 years
Okay.
with a 8-year hiatus in the
With
middle.
the 8-year hiatus in the middle. Okay. Use the chair as a prop. That's it. I have to remember that we're going to be using this actually in the video. So it means that I shouldn't use portrait, I should use landscape. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Go behind the chair, sort of drape, use your arms. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, look to your right again. Now move your head a little bit to the left. Keep going. Stop. Now using your eyes, look at me. Perfect. Hold on to the front of the chair. That's it. Look right into me. Perfect. Okay, let's stand here again. What I'd like you to do... Welcome to another edition of Rational Alchemy, coming to you from the Captain's Lounge studios, located right here in Uptown Longmont. Rational Alchemy. No, let's call this Rational Photography, Rational Modeling. Modeling alchemy. No, that doesn't work. I have got a great guest with me today, Laci, and we're going to be talking about her experiences doing modeling, some of the things that she's run into, and even better, her circus performances. Laci, welcome to the show. Why don't you just give us a brief introduction?
Hi, I'm Laci. I'm super excited to be here today in the studio. First time in a TV studio. This is great. I have been modeling for 12 years with a, 8-year hiatus right in the middle. Had some personal stuff going on, but super excited to be here today.
Excellent, excellent. So how did you get started in modeling?
Well, modeling in particular, it started as I was a dancer in downtown Denver, working at nightclubs and doing like raves and music festivals and things like that. And I loved having my picture taken while I was dancing. And so I hooked up with some photographers from there and decided to create a little modeling portfolio.
Nice, nice. Where did you actually, what made you actually want to get into the arts?
So I've always loved to be the center of attention since I was really little. Got the first time to be on stage in a 6th grade play, did a small part there, and knew that performing was going to be my life. Like, love being on stage, giving a performance, took lots of acting classes, did some on-camera work, and then really found a passion for dancing. Dancing
Nice.
was really, really my focus, and just kind of everything else just stumbled into place.
It just sort of, all the bits fell down nicely.
Right.
Nice. I'm interested though, because typically with an 8-year hiatus from modeling, why did you take 8 years off?
Well, I got into a bad relationship, and he was very jealous and was not comfortable with my modeling. He really didn't like how confident I was in myself. I feel like it made him really insecure that I was just totally cool with being the person that I am all the time. And so he felt the need to take that and make me really small. And there was lots of manipulation, and he wasn't okay with me being on camera. He ended my dancing career, ended my modeling career, and I just kind of let it happen. I was young. I didn't really know any better. Been out of the relationship for 2.5 years now. And I'm so happy. My life is so much better now.
You're able to breathe deep.
Yes.
And enjoy life.
Yes, and I'm super ready to be back into performing because it is really my passion.
Right, right. Did anything trigger the sudden start of 8 years?
It was really just, he just didn't want me to do anything. He very slowly started pulling me away from my family and everything like that. I lost all of my friends. He was very controlling. And he just decided one day, he was like, you're done doing all of this stuff. Oh, and we left state. He moved me to 50 miles out of Canada in Idaho.
Idaho?
Idaho.
I'm going to have a deathly silence for a few minutes now while I try and... Why would anyone want to move to Idaho? Sorry, Idaho people.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful up there.
It is a beautiful state.
There's just nothing to
there.
do. Yeah, there's nothing to do.
Oh, my goodness.
So that was pretty much the end of my career. I did try shortly to run a production company so that I could still dance, and I threw one rave for my 22nd birthday, and then he wasn't okay with that, and it stopped.
So he was the ultimate of control freaks?
Yes, absolutely.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm so sorry for you having to go through that, but...
Well, you know, it made me the person that I am now, so...
It helped
Yes,
make you the person.
absolutely.
But actually, I think what I'm seeing is the person that would have existed before he entered your life.
I would really like to think
this is
so.
a rebirth.
Yes, absolutely.
Of
It
the
was a
real
rebirth.
Laci. I think that's important. That's good. So tell me, education, you're still going to school, aren't you? Where are you fitting in there?
Yes, so I started college when I was 25. I'm in my 3rd year now. I just recently changed my degree from molecular biology to public health. Molecular biology was getting to be a little too competitive, and I was putting too much stress on myself, and I've had some health issues come up because of all of the stress that I've been under. Some teeth got infected, and I have some precancerous stuff going on that I have to have removed, which, you know, is so much fun.
Am I allowed to film it?
Are you allowed to film it? No, that sounds terrible.
Oh, come on.
That is not something that I want to remember.
I had open heart surgery when I was 11 years old, so the dark ages of open heart surgery, and they filmed my surgery. And it was on an English TV show that was called Your Life in Their Hands.
Oh.
I have watched my own heart surgery.
That is pretty awesome.
Open heart surgery, yeah.
It's not invasive surgery, so
No.
it's something super simple, but it's in a private area, so.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. So I'll use my zoom lens. Aren't I back? Go on, slap me. Go on. I deserve it. I deserve it.
But so I start back to school in the spring. I'm super excited because I'm a huge science nerd, and it's literally killing me right now to not be in school. If I could make a career out of going to school and doing modeling on the side, absolutely, that would be my life.
My daughter Vanessa almost became a full-time student.
Yeah.
We didn't think she was ever going to finish her schooling. It does happen.
Yeah.
But some people just love that life. They love the ability of being able to talk to people and get knowledge from them.
Knowledge is so important.
It's so important.
Even someone that does something as physical as I do as a circus performer, like, knowledge is so important. And I feel like understanding the way that my body moves and what causes it to move that way, as well as my health and what I need to eat in order to stay in performance shape and be at peak performance level to do these kinds of things is really important.
It is. It is. Now, you don't just do modeling, do you?
No.
You're also a fire dancer.
Yes. I love fire dancing. There's something about the sound whenever I'm swinging
That
the
whoosh.
yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, there's really nothing quite like it. And that's the one thing that I do that I don't have to be the center of attention to enjoy it. Like, even if there's only one person watching me do it, it's still like I'm standing in front of a crowd of 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice. Do you do anything else with sort of circus-wise, or?
So there's the fire, it's fire poi is what I do. It's the balls on chains.
Yeah.
I also hula hoop dance.
With fire?
I haven't lit the hula hoop on fire yet because I just started hula hooping about a year ago.
Okay.
But I've just started booking gigs and doing hula hoop for live performances and tons of videos and things like that. I really like the hula hoop.
Yeah.
Hopefully starting at the circus school soon to learn trapeze and the aerial silks
Nice.
because, circus. Why not?
Why not?
Right?
You've
I've
just
already
just
started.
gotta do it. That is wonderful. Wonderful. You have obviously worked in front of a lot of photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got any interesting stories that actually come from working with, either good or bad? Because, there is such a vast array of photographers in the field.
Right. So I feel like the industry, at least what I've experienced, because I'm a freelance model, I don't work with an agency. It's really just something that I do to fulfill.
Yeah, your need.
Yeah, my need, rather than making it a career. So it's kind of hit and miss with the people. Most of the photographers that I've worked with are absolutely fantastic. I did have one experience. He was not in Longmont, but one of the other L cities, right here up north.
Lafayette?
Yeah, I think it was Lafayette.
Okay.
And I went to his home studio, and when we communicated outside of the shoot, it sounded great. I loved the concepts that he had in mind. He kind of pushed me into being more nude than I had originally planned for the shoot. But I'd worked nude before, so I just decided to go ahead and do it. And he was very weird. And he made the whole experience very uncomfortable. And telling me how beautiful I was the whole time, but not in a complimentary way, in a very I want to have sex with you at the end of the show type way.
Oh my goodness.
So it kind of turned me off to working in the nude scene, and I haven't really done much print modeling since then.
Right. That must have been very awkward.
It was super awkward, and it was very uncomfortable.
You see, that's where photographers get such a bad rap, because it only takes one bad apple for the whole cart to become
absolutely
smelly. And I've heard of a lot of stories of people, models that have found that one bad photographer who has gone. I've got a terrible story, actually. A model I was working with about a year and a half ago, she was doing a shoot down in Florida, and it was a bondage shoot. And the photographer said he would, tie her up to the bed. Is that okay? And all the rest of it. So they tied her up and all the rest of it. And one thing that, a lot of people should know is when they do bondage shoots, you do it for real. You don't make believe, because it's very obvious if ropes are very loose, for instance. Got to have the tightness there. And he then proceeded to use toys on her without her permission.
Oh, no. That's awful.
That's something that she went through. She did report it to the police.
Good. Does she still model?
Yes, she does. Well,
that's good.
She did, because
Good.
she was modeling for me at the time. Because she realized that one bad apple does not sum up all the photographers.
Right.
And typically, I belong to Model Mayhem, and typically, when you have a Model Mayhem photographer, reputation is everything.
Absolutely.
And it's really, really important that, you stay squeaky clean. When we were doing our opening bit, I was going to give a few tricks, but I decided not to do it. But maybe sometime in the future we could get together and actually do. Okay, so you want to be a model, you want to be a photographer. Here are the rules.
That'd be a great idea.
And it's simple stuff, really, like, you know, if we were working in a much vaster area, rather than throwing directions, sometimes it's easier just to grab you and move you into a position you want. Mm-hmm. Okay? A lot of photographers forget, get permission first. You don't touch the model unless she has said it's okay. Mm-hmm. That's really important.
Yeah.
Little things like that, and people, you know, they do forget. Anyway, changing subjects. Is there a shoot that you've always wanted to do? Is there anything that you're sort of out there that you think, yeah, I want to give that a try?
So I have always been interested in body painting. Mm-hmm. I think that the whole art is beautiful, and I would be super interested in doing a body painting.
Did you know I know Mythica?
Mythica, from Skin Wars.
From Skin Wars.
Oh, that is awesome.
Fancy Mythica painting you from head to toe?
Oh my gosh, I would love to have Mythica paint me.
Okay.
I loved her work. She was one of my favorites on Skin Wars.
And she'll probably tell you the story about why she got bounced.
Oh,
which is a fascinating story.
I bet it is.
All is not as it seemed on that show when Mythica was doing it.
I bet.
And because of the way Mythica was treated, they actually changed the rules on how people got bounced.
Good.
But anyway, she'll tell you that story, which is a fascinating story. Yeah, I love Mythica. She's so bloody good. Have you seen the way her chalk work?
No, I haven't.
On sidewalks. I don't know how they envisioned doing something that's about 30 feet long, stretching the whole picture so that when you're 50 yards back and looking at it, it looks like a normal little picture. I so admire people that have got that ability to do it.
Anything creative like that.
It's just, it always amazes me. Always amazes me. And also, of course, you're going to try smoke dancing.
Yes. Planning on, they sell attachments for hula hoops and for poi to release colored smoke, like the fireworks smoke bombs that you can get.
Yes.
So I thought that would make an interesting shoot. And I've seen other hoopers do it. Mm-hmm. And it looks beautiful on camera. I
can imagine. With the right lighting and no wind, not even a breeze, no wind, absolutely still, I think it would be absolutely incredible because it would just build up and build up and build up and build up. So, yeah, that should be incredible. Anything else you want to touch on?
I can't think of anything in particular now.
No? We can talk politics.
We talk politics. No, I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything? Are you sure? Are you really, really sure?
Am I really, really sure?
Really sure.
I mean, how sure is anyone on a regular basis?
That's true. That's true. Do you have any shoots coming up?
I don't have anything planned right now other than the things that I have planned with you.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Laci, thank you so much for joining us here at the Captain's Lounge Studios. It's been a pleasure meeting with you. It's been a pleasure working with you.
This has been probably one of my favorite experiences as a model in Denver.
Excellent. Well, once again, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for watching another Rational Photographer. Actually, it's probably our first Rational Photographer, so let's call it Rational Alchemy for the time being. This is the Captain's Lounge Studios. This is Nigel Aves, your host, signing off. And if you stay watching the video, you will see the entirety of the photo shoot that Laci and myself did that you've seen interwoven within this video. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us again from the Captain's Lounge Studios. Signing off, Nigel Aves. Thank you.